My favorite thing is when I get to see people that start watching this channel and they change inside. And hopefully you could do the exact same thing by following this video. I want to just give you the experience. It's been really interesting to see because I was one of those people. I felt that way. As a researcher, as a scholar, you spend a great deal of time by yourself and you are in your head a lot where you feel bad about yourself. You often feel lost. You feel like you're the only one and everybody else is more successful than you are. This is a very, very real experience. And the whole culture is based on, the whole academic culture is based on touting how successful that you actually are. And the practice is to build up barriers to tell other people that you're more successful than what you truly are. And so everybody else looks at you and they're afraid to talk to you and they think that they are somehow inferior. They either say, oh my gosh, praise you, right? You're so amazing. Or that they're just afraid to talk to you. And what's been really fascinating is watching people go from this transition where they felt lost, which I felt that way. That's why I started the Reciprocity Project. That's why it began, was me thinking that I am somehow inferior. I'm a problem. I am a square peg in a round hole that I can't do anything. So I saw it and began to build a platform where you can get writing because I thought my problem was my writing. So I started building this platform where you can get writing for very inexpensively, writing help, editing help, very inexpensively. That's enough about that. But the key thing, as I started doing this and as I started going about of doing this, I realized that there was many people that felt dark and dingy inside, and they felt like they couldn't do anything. They felt like they were the problem. It was on them, that they were the problem. So I am going to be that person where I'm going to put a stake in the ground and I'm going to say, I'm going to encourage you. There is a lot of people, if you go onto YouTube, the whole thing about academia is either A, how can you be more successful? Garbage, absolute garbage. Or B, that the whole game of academia is a sham. And I don't believe that either. I don't believe that there's a lot, that everybody in the whole system is dark and dingy and looking out and not looking out for you. I think that there is a whole group of people that are aching to do something to change the world, that they really came into this profession. They came into it knowing that they wanted to change something. And I'm going to put my stake in the ground and I'm going to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get you to get up and believe that you are some remarkable individual every single day. I'm going to do that. That's what I am going to do. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that you are an amazing individual. You're a remarkable individual. Despite what the world tells you, you can do a lot. And in fact, you would not be here watching what you're watching right now if you were not a remarkable individual, because I know that you're well on that way, right? I want you to think about this. This is a massive, what's called a selection problem in statistics. You're thinking you're the only one, but what you forget is that there's millions and millions and millions and even billions of people that are not in the same spot as you, that got to this moment where you're actually deciding to do something, maybe getting an education or whatever it is. You've forgotten about all of those individuals where you're actually trying to do something good in your life that is hard, that is challenging, and it's intentionally designed to be challenging. The problem with academics is that it's intentionally designed to weed out people. The whole thing, it was designed to be a selection mechanism so that by the time you get done, they can identify the best possible workers, right? And we know that that is not true, right? We know that many times it is not true. There's many factors that go into why you are the way that you actually are. And you can go from taking an entire course and not learn a damn thing, and then you go and actually do it and become the most successful person in the whole wide world when you actually go do this thing. I want you to come back and start thinking about how remarkable that you actually are. And it often starts where you believe in yourself. You think, damn it, I'm good. I am good. The world tells me that I'm a pile of crap, but I am good inside. And I'm going to take that step today. I'm going to do something positive. I'm going to do something good in my life. Whatever that is. It might not be in the academic game, and that's fine. Maybe you pick up and you go for a walk today. Maybe you go and you just say hi to somebody because you're a shy individual inside. Maybe you smile at somebody. Maybe you do something so tiny, like you take the stairs instead of the elevator. Any of these things are remarkable, and those are the small steps that you often need. Because right now, I think what is happening in science, in academia, and much of the world is a self-confidence crisis, where you feel bad about yourself inside because some damn fool someplace else told you that you were not good enough and told you that you couldn't do this and got it in your mind that you're somehow a failure before you even start. Like, come on. There is so much that you can do. I am nervous every single time talking in front of you. I'm nervous in talking in front of people. I don't like crowds, any of that kind of stuff. I feel like a fool every day when I do this, but I'm gonna get back up and do it again. And I am. I'm gonna do it every single day until you hear the message that I'm trying to tell you, that you're remarkable. You get back up and you do it again. You get back up and you do it again. And you make the damn thing happen. You forget about what the rest of the world is telling about you. Just get up. You got this. See you later.